It's time for our Seen and Unseen segment where we expose the big cultural stories of the day. Well, a new case of celebrity injustice. Late-night hosts in Hollywood are melting down over the Mueller news. And why is the Pope withholding his ring from the faithful? Joining us with all the details, Raymond Arroyo, Fox News contributor, New York Times, best-selling author of the brand new book, Will Wilder, The Amulet of Power. Raymond, as we saw at the top of the show, the left is just losing their collective minds over the reporting of this Mueller report. Disfizzled dud.
Well, late night land is really imploding, and it's not a pretty scene, Laura. There's a great sadness in late night. Here's Trevor Noah.
It's a little disappointing. It's a little bit like coming down the stairs on Christmas morning. You were hoping for a brand new BMX, but instead, you find Santa's dead body. We have footage from when he found out that Mueller had let him off the hook.
When it comes to Donald J. Trump's collusion with Russia, you did not collude.
Actually funny.
He went on to say that is every liberal in America, the woman pounding the carpet. That part was funny. That may be the most truthful moment of the week. The problem is when politics becomes the center of these comedy shows and the narrative begins to fall apart, well, things turn nasty very fast.
Over at Trump TV, they all agree that this was a terrible, terrible thing, and they want revenge. If you got rid of all the conspiracy theorists, propagandists, and liars, Fox News would just be a bunch of empty couches.
Now, wait a minute. They promoted a storyline that fell apart, but you're the liar, propagandist, and conspiracy theorist. I'm not following this at all.
I literally have never seen his show, but was he a big hit over across the pond?
No, he's a South African.
As I was saying, that's a big pond.
Well,
that's how much I know about him.
He was not a hit there either, but he's a big hit here.
All right.
Your fourth stage of grief, Laura, depression, was all over poor Stephen Colbert's face this week, but the laughs were few.
This weekend, we received some troubling news. Our president is not a Russian asset. If Trump is not working with the Russians, then what the hell is wrong with him? Why does he keep saying nice things about Vladimir Putin?
See, it doesn't work. No, when your first obligation is to an agenda and not laughs, it runs aground fast.
He hasn't been funny since he was trying to channel O'Reilly.
He was great doing the O'Reilly.
Yeah, but that got old.
Yeah,
I mean, they're always living vicariously through someone else.
People want to bust a gut. They don't want to watch him cut political opponents.
Boring.
It's no fun.
Boring.
Now, Laura, you just reported on the Jussie Smollett story, a celebrity escaping justice because he is a celebrity. Well, he's not alone. There's a culture of celebrity injustice emerging. Video hit social media this week of rapper Cardi B talking about her past 3 years ago.
Yeah, let's go to this hotel, and I drop up and I rob them. That's what I used to do. Nothing was handed to me, nothing.
She's saying she drugged people and robbed them. Okay, she'd take them to hotel rooms, drug them, and rob them.
Imagine if a white country music star went on television. Oh, that's from 3 years ago.
And said, I drug girls.
That was 3 years ago.
I would drug them and rob them.
Oh my gosh, the
authorities would be banging on the.
I find her extremely articulate and fascinating. She's a fascinating cultural
She's now
figure.
saying she was just doing what she had to do to make a living.
So does a mafia. That's how they make a living.
The double standard, though, is glaring. Dr. Dre this week, he bragged on Instagram that his daughter got into USC with no help from him. He quickly had to pull that Instagram posting down when he was reminded that he donated $70 million to the school, and they named a building after him several years ago. So there's this double standard. They just keep playing it.
Okay, you have to explain one thing.
Uh-oh.
I was confused by this. This Vatican video emerged that enraged a lot of people this week. It shows Pope Francis greeting pilgrims that were coming to visit Rome. But he withholds his ring. A lot of people like to kiss the ring. It's kind of cool. Let's watch.
He not only pulls it away, Laura, he swats a few of these poor people. I call it the papal pullback. Now, according to those close to the Pope, I spoke to them this week at the Vatican. He's uncomfortable with the kissing of the papal ring. This is a medieval holdover, Laura. It's a way that Catholics have for centuries shown their respect not for the Pope, but for the office. It's the office
Let
of
them
Peter
kiss the ring.
kissing.
Why can't they kiss the ring
Well,
if they want to kiss the ring?
As Dora the Explorer might say, Papa, stop swiping. Leave the ring out. It looks rude. It makes people feel bad. And though the last two popes didn't care for this either, they allowed people to do it, Laura, because it's a sign of generosity and respect and piety.
Wasn't a few years ago, didn't he have...
Oh, yeah. A few years ago, he indulged others. He does it all the time, actually. There are other people, and look at this picture. Here's a guy who was performing for him. He looks very happy to have him kiss the ring.
He seems delighted to have that.
And today there was
that's a very cozy photo.
Yeah, well, today there was a nun at the general audience. She kissed his ring. It was no problem at all. So I think there's an odd discomfort here for some, but he indulges it with others.
Sweet.
So,
well,
Laura, now it's your moment. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Say goodbye to me in the only way possible. No.
Oh, get out. By the way.
I'll give you the benediction on the way out.
Oh, no, by the way, I think it's fine. If people want to kiss the ring, they have enough.
Or they can shake
the church has enough problems. Let them kiss the ring.
It's
virtue signaling.
Don't take the pious.
No, it's virtue signaling. Look at me. I'm not. It's all like, it's not a clericalism. Oh, please.
Okay.
I'm sick of that. All right. I'm going to confession, I guess. All right. If you like that segment, you can see more of one just like it on Fox Nation, The Lauren Raymond Show. You can sign up for your free trial today at foxnation.com.